What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you subscribe so you know what's going on in the world of tech. How is everyone doing? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We have two stories today and a bunch of questions, so let's just dive into the tech news. First, our first story of the day is about the Galaxy S22 phones. The May update, that's right, we're not even in May, and the May update is already starting to roll out right now. It's about a 600 meg update, and I know it's out in India, or it's rolling out in India currently. I checked my Galaxy S22 Ultra phone. I don't personally have it, and I know it's rolling out in India, and it's for the folks with the Snapdragon variant of it. So it looks like that phone potentially get it first. So keep your eyes peeled for the update. We don't fully know everything that's in the update. It's probably just bug fixes and things like that and security update, but it is rolling out. Next up is about a story we talked about yesterday with the Pixel Watch. Now, Pixel Watch got leaked over the weekend. We know it, obviously, we saw like a real life image of it, and now we have a little bit more of a background story, which is kind of cool. So I thought we'd kind of dive into that because the guy put a post on Reddit talking about kind of how he came into contact with the watch and all that. So basically he said, my buddy is the one that found the watch. He's a bartender at a restaurant it was left at. They held it for a few weeks, expecting the person that left it to return, but that never happened. He gave it to me because I'm the tech nerd, so he let me deal with it. The reason the bands aren't attachable in any photos is simple. My buddy forgot to give them to me with the watch. They were packaged separately and he forgot to bring them over, so he sent the pictures of them for the article. Notice the background is different. I'll get them from him at some point and post an image as the whole package. No charger was left and the battery is dead. The image with the G Boot logo was taken by my buddy the day he found it. It had a small amount of charge at that point, but only booted to that screen. Guessing there isn't a full OS loaded. No, I don't work for Google or any subsidiaries, and nobody is paying me for to do this. Google, if you're reading this, I have a wedding coming up and a very large guest list. Feel free to listen to the masses and drop some of those alphabet moolah on me. And ultimately, one of the cool things he does show is a picture of the watch next to an iPhone watch, which is the 40 millimeter, and a 46 millimeter Galaxy watch. So it looks, when you look at the Pixel Watch in the middle there, the Pixel Watch to me looks like something that it's closer to, in size anyway, the display, to that 46 millimeter Galaxy Watch. It just looks a lot less chunky without the whole rotating bezel on top. So if you don't love the rotating bezel, you can potentially get, soon probably, an Android watch, a Google watch, that is a little bit more slim, but still has that nice big display. So what do you guys think of that? Which of those watches do you think looks the best? I kind of told you the other day that I like the squared watch faces. It feels more natural, and I like it better with a kind of a smartwatch feel. But let me know what you guys like out of those three watches in the comments down below. With that said, let's jump into the Q&A portion of the video and drop that. First question comes from Steve, and he's saying, on your Z folding phone, how is glare? Glass is best, but on those phones, screen is plastic, so I'm concerned about the glare. Your thoughts? Honestly, I've never really thought about glare versus one of the non-traditional phones. And the reason being is because it doesn't really, you can see, there's a light literally right in front of me. So you can see the light, but it's a pretty bright light. And then I'll grab one of my other phones. There you go. It shows about the same to me. Glare, I don't really notice a difference, to be honest with you, like I said. So it doesn't affect me. I wouldn't be concerned with it. Next question comes from Jet City Sinatra. Greg, I asked a question a while back about the mic you were connecting to your Samsung phone. I asked how you are powering your mic, but you did not respond. I went to get a mic for my Galaxy Note 10 that I have so I can get better audio for my YouTube videos. Thank you in advance for your help. I must have listed it in the description down below, but almost any mic will work. What I would do if I were you, there's a bunch of mics. One that I use quite often, just get the Rode USB-C mic like this. It works fantastic. It's like $100. Just search Rode USB-C mic and it should come up. It's a directional mic, it works great. Jeff Peach says Fold 4 more square because of optimization with new UI. I don't know if you're telling us that or asking. I assume you're asking. I don't know. I don't know why they would do it. I don't know why, but that would kind of segregate what they have now with all these phones. I don't think they would do something like that, create like a different experience on that phone versus the other ones. I just don't, I mean, they could, but I don't think they would. Why are they doing it? I think they're doing it to try to keep the phone, make it wider, but smaller at the same time. That's my guess. Yosef is asking, is it worth upgrading to the S22 Ultra from the Note 20 Ultra? Very common question you guys ask me. I mean, I would do it just because I like the latest and the greatest. For most people, if it's not in your budget, no. Just offhand, I'd probably say no, but you probably would notice some speed differences and some other differences as well, but probably not enough to make it warranted to spend a lot of money, unless you're getting a really, really good trade-in deal. And the last question comes from Jonathan Oren, says, I love trackball mouses and mice. That one looks fabulous because I just did a video on, I think it was Sunday I released it, about one and a keyboard. He said, what is your favorite mouse and keyboard? So I currently use the Apple mouse. I look at more traditional mouse, but I like this because it's easy to swipe. It has like the gestures, you can swipe left and right. I like doing that on video editing. And then I use a Corsair mechanical keyboard that's backlit and it plugs in via USB. I love that keyboard. The only problem with it is it's really chunky, especially the cable. I want something wireless. I know Logitech makes a backlit mechanical keyboard, but it doesn't get like, I want those keyboards to get days and days, months of battery life, and they just I think they get about 8 days, which is gonna be a pain in the butt. But I don't know, that's currently what I use. And then your other question is one more thing, what is your favorite PC games and smartphone games? Don't really play PC games at the moment. I have an Xbox and a PlayStation 5. I've been liking kind of weird indie type games or walking simulators, as you'd call them. Nothing too strenuous to think about because I don't know, I don't have a lot of brain activity left after watching my son and running my channel and keeping the house in order. And then smartphone games, the only one I kind of play off and on is Wordscapes. That's it. So there you guys go. That is your questions for today. Thank you so much. If you have a question, leave it in the comments down below with the word question, and we'll see you down the road.